Japanese souffle pancakes with the blueberry jam. We're gonna get started on our batter. So I just have a medium bowl here, and I have 2 egg yolks that have been on room temperature, 31 grams of flour, or 4 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of milk. Now we're gonna whisk this together until you get a nice kind of fluffy mixture, incorporating all of that flour. We're gonna add in half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now we're just gonna mix that in so you can really get that good vanilla flavor. So now in a medium bowl, I'm gonna get started making my meringue. So for that, I have the same 2 egg whites that were part of the egg yolks, about a teaspoon of cream of tartar, which will help stabilize our mixture if it will come out. But now I'm only 11, so I do not have that many muscles yet. Hey, I'm working on it, but that's why I'm gonna be using a hand mixer for this. So I have about 3 tablespoons of caster sugar, and I'm now just gonna gradually sprinkle that in because I have a big sweet tooth, so I love sweets for breakfast, lunch, and secretly dinner too. And I'm now gonna start taking a third of my mixture and folding it in. We want it almost like a wet custard. So now we're gonna do the next third. This is where we gotta be very careful. Then we're gonna go up again. And now it's time for our final mixture. We're almost there. We just gotta continue getting those whites nice and mixed in so you don't have one part that's too eggy. I'm just gonna heat up my burner here, and I have a non-stick pan. That's really important, making sure that you get the right amount of heat. And I'm gonna add about 2 drips of grapeseed oil, which doesn't give much flavor. And I'm gonna brush it around. I'm just gonna take a nice scoopful that's not too messy. We're just doing our first 2 scoops now though. And now I'm gonna add in a couple drips of water so we can steam them, almost like steamed buns. So if there's a little crackle, that just means your cooking is going well and you're getting a good cook. You don't want them on the pancakes, so as you can see, I'm just kind of pushing them to the side. I'm gonna cover them with the lid, and on medium-low heat, we're gonna cook them for about 2 minutes. And now it's time to get started on the blueberry jam. About 1/4 cup, a little less, of small blueberries. And for a little bit of acidity, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So I'm keeping an eye on this as well. And then a dash of cinnamon, so not a lot. 3 tablespoons of sugar. We go check over on our pancakes. As you can see, they were already cooking away. Now we're gonna add in the second 2 layers, like 2 layers of batter on a pan makes for a perfect pancake. We want them to be a little smaller. We don't want it to be too distracting or take away from our original base. So, and now we have half the batter left to make some more for the rest of my family. Back to my blueberry mixture. I'm gonna now add in some cornstarch. Add in about 3 tablespoons of water. This is gonna form something kind of similar to a roux almost, where it thickens as it simmers, giving a good jam flavor. Vanilla extract does a really good job of getting that almost nostalgic flavor. So I'm gonna add in about half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon. And lastly, for kind of like to make your taste buds get a little curious, I'm gonna add in a pinch of flaky sea salt. Now a moment of truth. But as you can see, you get that nice golden brown flavor on top. Look how big they are. Perfect. And now we gotta hustle. Remember, so they're deflating immediately, so we gotta hustle. Oh my gosh, I am freaking out. Powdered sugar to top everything off. Perfect. And now they're ready to eat. Oh my gosh, look at these, they're so souffle-like. Oh my gosh, they're just so fluffy and airy. It really tastes like a souffle. Thank you so much for joining me here. And I also want to say a big thank you to Rachel Ray for inviting me onto your show. I had an absolute blast. Now I'm gonna have some breakfast for dinner, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.